Yugioh
is fucking expensive.
Alright guys, so lately the deck has been staying mostly the same, and we're going to try to change that up because we do need staples and things like that. So what we're going to be opening up again is Duel Overload. We haven't had too much luck with this set lately. I mean, we did get our Vanity's Ruler, which is not really a super chase card in this set, but things that we're looking for are staples. I believe this set has like infinite impermanence and things like that, but we're really looking for like a Verte Anaconda or just things like that. But again, other staples help, MST or whatever we can get from this set. But without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this open. This is the last one of these that I have right now, so honestly, hopefully we get this Verte Anaconda, because that would actually be really cool to have just for future future endeavors of trying to open up sets and figure out what we can do. I know we have a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon on the back burner, but we'd have to find a way to get Red Eyes Fusion. And I'm having a struggle getting that sticker. Alright, so this thing comes with 6 packs. They all have different arts on them. This one's the Sky Striker monster, Relinquished Anima, Anima, the butt thing. We have the Cyber Dragon Infinity, I forget what, I think it's a Destiny hero thing or an Elemental hero thing. That is the Flame Swordsman card and Crystron Halqifibrax. So let's just go from left to right and see what we can actually pull from this set. Okay, so we have Tenyi Spirit Saharasa, and I don't know, I think the chase card is at the front in this set, so unfortunately that was not a Verte Anaconda. But I'm really hoping we can pull that card because it would be awesome to be able to use Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. We have Witchcrafter Madame Very. We have DD Abyss King Gilgamesh and White Mare. Alright. Next pack. We have Condemned Dark Lord. Compulsory Evacuation Device. That's actually a really decent card. Cubic Casualty. Another Vanity's Ruler. We can't really use it, but it's cool that we got it. And Swap Frog. Next pack. Phantasme. That's a good side deck card. We have Ferocious Flame Swordsman, Hollow Giants, Chaos Goddess, and the Destruction Swordsman. Protector Whelp, I mean. Okay, so far, nothing too good. Oh, we got double Phantasme in this thing. That's actually pretty cool. A second Mystical Space Typhoon, Malefic Territory, Blackwing Zephyros the Elite, and that's an awkward name. Alright, let's go ahead. Crystron Halqifibrax. We have one already, but that's a really good pull. Zephyros, Herald of the Mirage Lights. We have Phantasme and Enma's Judgment. So, last pack. Can we possibly get the Verte Anaconda? Nope, we got a Relinquished Anima, along with Almirage, Ojama Emperor, Malefic Paradox Gear, and Alien Shock Trooper M-Frame. So, unfortunately, we did not get the Relinquished Anima, or I said Relinquished. Unfortunately, we did not get the Verte Anaconda, but things that we could possibly use would be actually the Relinquished Anima, because all the Drytrons are level 1. That's an interesting one. We already have a Herald of the Mirage Lights. Crystron Halqifibrax, maybe just to take out the ulti so that we're not like playing with it if we do like remote duels and stuff. The ulti that we have. Mystical Space Typhoon is something we could use. Let me pull that aside. We have Fantastical Dragon Phantasme for the side deck, along with the second one. Vanity's Ruler I don't think is something that we want to run more than one of. Compulsory Evacuation Device is really good for going first. And that's about it. So let's go into the deck profile and see what we're going to change for this week. Real quick, before we jump into the deck profile, I want to show you guys I have some prizing and support from my locals. This is stuff that I got from being a judge and from buying product, you know. So basically what I got, if you buy like $15 worth of product a day, you get an OTS pack. I have the brand new OTS pack 16. I got 3 of these for judging, and he gave me an extra lightning overdrive for that. And then I bought several days worth of product, and he threw in actually the OTS pack 15 for judging as well. So let's go ahead and jump into opening these up. I'm going to save probably the OTS pack 16s for last. You know what, let's do the lightning overdrive first. Let's see what we could get from this pack. The only things we're looking for really from this are the Herald of the Herald and the Drytron Xyz monster, which we are highly unlikely to get. But Dogmatic Calamity, Pegasus Twin Saber, we have Ancro from no freaking wait, oh my god. Dude, we got the freaking Mubeta Fafnir. There's no freaking way. I'm gonna pause real quick because I need a... Okay, I had to go find my sleeves because I didn't have them over here. I was opening up booster boxes the other day in the front room, and I had my sleeves in there. But wow, we actually pulled the Mubeta Fafnir. That's like... We opened up a whole booster box last weekend and didn't get either of the secrets we needed, but that's freaking incredible that we got it. I guess let's move on to the OTS packs. We'll start with the OTS pack 15 here. And shoutouts to Class Collectibles in Hemet, California. That is awesome for us that we got the Mubeta Fafnir. But moving forward, we have DDR, Rank Up Magic, and Melfi Mami. Alright, so OTS pack 16. This is the brand new OTS pack that came out last week. I believe it was like June 9th that it came out. So, to start it off, we have Lord British Space Fighter. We have Lion Alligator and Delta Altanis. That's an upgrade for our deck, so that's pretty cool. Next pack, we have a Cosmic Flare, Alien Brain, and Geonator Transverser. Alright. Next pack is a Power Lifter, Lord British, and Token Stampede. Alright, I don't know if there's much that we can use in here. There's just like upgrades to our current stuff, basically. Like upgrades to our rarities. Cosmic Flare, and Virtual World Gate Qinlong. Next pack is gonna be Pet in the Dark Clown, Royal Magical Library, and Geonator Transverser. Next pack, it's Breath of Acclamation, Cosmic Flare, and Token Stampede. Last pack, OTS pack 16. We have Royal Magical Library, Lord British, and Mausoleum of the Emperor. Alright, so again, from those OTS packs, there was nothing we could really use, but we honestly got Drytron Mubeta Fafnir from one pack of Lightning Overdrive, so that's freaking awesome. It's going to be a really big help to our deck, and let's just go ahead and jump into those duels. No, sorry, I'm just still like flustered by pulling that, but let's jump into the deck profile and see what we did to it this week. Well, we actually have some really huge changes to the deck. I was not expecting that. We got the Mubeta Fafnir, we got some awesome cards, but we are removing 3 cards from our side deck, Honest and 2 Asterism, because I've never really used them. We're also removing our Nightmare Unicorn from our extra deck, And we now actually have a 15 card extra deck, and you'll see that in just a sec. And we're removing one preparation of rights from the main deck, and I'll go ahead and show you that main deck right now. So we're going to start off with the one-ofs. We have a Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Let me get that on screen. And then Manju of the 10,000 Hands. We probably need more of him. We have our Vanity's Ruler, our Effect Veiler, our Herald of the Orange Light, and the Herald of the Green Light. And those are all basically our one-ofs for the non-Drytron monsters. So let's go ahead and jump on into the Drytron monsters, and I'll show you those right now. We have our one-of Delta Eltanis. This is a really decent card. That's why we play it as a one-of. It's not super good, it's just decent because it lets you have that draw power, that little extra kick to the deck. Next, we have our Beta. Again, it's just another Drytron name. And then we have 3 Gamma and 3 Zeta. And then for the last Drytron effect monster, regular effect monster, we have our 3 Alpha Thubin. And, you know, these two are probably the best. These are the ones that you want to see in your hand or be able to get them with Nova or Cyber Emergency. Now we're gonna, there's another one of, I forgot about that one. We run Eva. Really good card. Gets the Heralds to your hand. Next is the Ritual Monsters. We run one of the Meteonis Quadrantids, and we also run one Draconids. Decent cards. Really, it's hard to get over a 4K beat stick, really. It always has been in any day and age of Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially when they have an effect where they can't be targeted by either spells or monster effects. Each one is different. We also have one Cyber Angel Ida 10, one Ben 10, one Dekani, one Herald of Ultimateness, and then Suarvis. This has actually been saving our butts quite a bit lately. It's a really good hand trap. I've been thinking about trying to go for more of it, but we would have to get some more. We'd have to get some more dual overload in order to do that. Next, we will move on to the spells. To start it off, we have our one Terraforming to go with our Mystic Mind. No, I'm just kidding. Our one Terraforming to go with our Drytron Fafnir. Great card, searches out Drytron spell card. So you get your Nova or your Meteonis, which are right here. We have the Meteonis and the Nova. We do need to get more Nova, so we are going to have to jump back into Genesis Impact eventually. Hopefully we can get it from there. It's a really hard card to pull, but besides those, we also run 2 Preparation of Rights, 3 Cyber Emergency, and we are running 2 Mystical Space Typhoon. We actually took out a Bottomless Trap Hole and a Preparation of Rights to run Mystical Space Typhoon because I feel like it's good to have those back row removals other than just having that Ritual monster that does it, because in case there's something like they activate Mystic Mine or especially against one of our rivals in this, Rainnite Gaming always runs his Toon deck, and you know that Toon Kingdom plus the Comic Hand thing is really starting to get on my nerves. Now I'm just kidding. It's a really good combo, and he's really great with that deck. But I just want to start being able to remove that Toon Kingdom whenever I get the chance to. Even if he protects it with Toon Bookmark one time, we can probably hit it again. Yeah, that's why we're running Mystical Space Typhoon, basically. And then lastly, we have our 2 traps in the deck. And I'll show you those right now. It is Solemn Warning. We might have to open up more structure decks to get more of this. And our Infinite Impermanence. There's a lot of sets that we need to go back into. We have Maximum Gold, we have Dual Overload, we have structure decks, all kinds of stuff. We have, of course, the one with the Herald. What is it? Realm of Light, I think. But let's go ahead and jump into the extra deck and see our brand new 15 card extra deck. I'm so excited about it. I was so stoked to get the cards that we did. But without further ado, we'll start off by showing Access Code Talker, Nightmare Griffin. I have the Link monsters in order of their Link rating. We also have Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians, Nightmare Unicorn, and 2 Nightmare Phoenix. We're also running Crystron Halkifibrax, and then this card, I read it after I opened those OTS Pack 16s. I was really excited to have those OTS packs, but this card, Geonado Transverser, it says this linked card and monsters it points to cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects, which is actually really good. If this card points to 2 monsters, you can switch control of those monsters. You can only use this effect of Geonator Transverser once per turn. So I just thought that was like a really interesting thing that we could use in the side deck or extra deck, and it's a super good card. We also have Line of the Light Charmer. We have Herald of the Mirage Lights, 1 Relinquished Anima, and 2 Link Karibo. So that's all of the Link monsters. We run a lot of them. And the last 2 cards in the extra deck are Psyframe Lord Omega, and then my new prized possession, Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir. I'm so stoked that we actually pulled it out of freaking 1 pack. It feels impossible, but I mean, again, shoutouts to Class Collectibles in Hemet, California. Make sure you check out CC_Breaker on Instagram, and the link will be in the description down below. But let's go ahead and jump in and see what is in the side deck, because it's actually coming along and sort of looking like a real side deck now. So we start off with 2 Fantastical Dragon Phantasmes. Sorry, I keep going off screen. I have it zoomed in a lot, just because I wanted a good video of those OTS packs. Because usually I have it like, I have my camera zoomed out because I'll open up bigger boxes like Duel Overload or booster boxes and stuff like that. But those packs are a little bit smaller, so I was like, oh, okay, let's just get a zoom in on it. But we have Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion and Herald of the Purple Light. Next, the 1 spell, Deck Lockdown, has actually been helping us out quite a bit. I'm thinking about maybe even like main decking it so that we could build a board, stop our opponent from searching stuff, and yeah, I don't know, but if we pull more, I might even main deck it. Next, we'll go into the traps, Gozen Match, and Rivalry of Warlords. These are really good side deck cards, just really powerful. Next, Bottomless Trap Hole ×2 are Paleozoic Dinomischus and Compulsory Evacuation Device. So yeah, that's it for the deck. So let's go ahead and jump into the duels and see how we do this week. Oh, and by the way, I have not hit 30 likes on my previous video, episode 7. So make sure you go hit the likes on that so I could reach 30 likes and get that that static point. I need that static point in order to move forward with those challenges. But we did get up to 3 structure points, so we're probably gonna try to open up some structure point or structure decks pretty soon. But please make sure you hit the likes on episode 7. Heck, I'll even take 30 likes on this video as that challenge. But our current challenge for the next structure point will be, well, we have 3 structure points right now. We beat the last one, the last challenge for that, which was 4 duels in a row. The next one, it's gonna be pretty difficult. I mean, we got 6 duels in a row in the last video, but the next one is gonna be 5 duels in a row. I was thinking about not making them have to be 1 in a row, but you know what? This is a challenge mode. I want it to be more challenging the better the deck gets, and right now, the deck is looking pretty good to me. So let's go ahead, try to get those 5 duels in a row, and I'll see you there. In duel number 1, we are going against Rainnite Gaming. We actually go first and set 1 card and pass turn because we kinda bricked. He summons out his Eater of Millions and attacks us directly for 500. At that point, we start our second turn. We use our Cyber Emergency, use Zeta to summon itself out, and we kind of pass turn from there. I think at this point we kind of forgot that we had the Drytron Mu Beta Fafnir. I don't know, we're kind of learning the way the combos work and stuff like that. I'm not too used to Mu Beta Fafnir. There was a lot more I could have done during this turn, but alas, he goes ahead and sets 1 card, attacks over our Drytron, but we use Link Karibo. At that point, we negate his effect, and he passes turn. So we have Alpha. We activate Alpha's effect, get Ben 10, use Zeta, and we go into Ben 10. Again, not realizing we have the Mu Beta Fafnir, we have other alternative plays that we could have done here that would have been a lot bigger. But he ends up Nibiruing us, and then we pass turn. We have nothing, no cards in hand. He comic hands us, puts his monster in attack position, and attacks us directly for game. Again, please make sure that you go check out Rainnite Gaming on YouTube. I'll have his link in the description down below. He's an amazing duelist, has an awesome sealed-only journey of his own. But this is duel number 2. He went first because we made him go first. His deck hates going first. And we go into many Drytron plays. And again, in this duel, we don't even use the Mubeta Fafnir. We should have. But again, I didn't even realize, thought process-wise, that we should use it. I haven't been playtesting with it at all, so unfortunately this is probably one of the worst duels in this episode for us, but he goes ahead and comic hands our Link Karibo, and now it's our turn. We use the Cyber Emergency, we use the effect of our Quadrantids, and we attack him directly for game. As always, it's duel number 3 between me and Rainnite. So, we go first, he Ash Blossoms our monster's effect, we use Zeta, and just basically pass turn from there. And he activates Toon Kingdom, goes into Blackluster Soldier, goes into Eater of Millions, attacks over our monster, and attacks us directly for 800. Our turn, we use Preparation of Rites, and then summon out Alpha, use Benten, summon out Manju, and we add the Suarvis. So we attack over his Eater of Millions and set a card face down past turn. He uses his Blackluster Soldier, uses Terraforming, and ends the turn. Now it's our turn, we Terraforming. We activate Fafnir, we add Nova, use Nova to bring out Gamma to go into Link Karibo and pass. There was probably more we could have done there, but unfortunately, you know, I don't always think of the best plays. I'm not perfect. But anyway, Gamma goes into Link Karibo and pass turn. Again, like, we probably could have used the Preparation of Rites or something, but he did have the Ash Blossom, I believe. So he goes into Starving Venom Fusion Dragon using our Link Karibo and just hits us for a game. So that's duel number 1. Unfortunately, we lost it, and that's not a good outlook for us. Let's go ahead and go into match number 2. In match number 2, we're going against a random off EDO Pro. They're using Salamangreat. They Harvey's Feathered Esther our field, and then they use Salamangreat monsters. They bring out Balinx, and they used Will of the Salamangreat. They use Spinny, and go into Sunlight Wolf. Sanctuary is activated. Sunlight Wolf gets summoned out, and then there's another Sunlight Wolf underneath it. They attack us directly, and we're down to 4,400 life points. So at this point, we're a little scared, but we activate pre-prep, or not pre-prep, just preparation. I always get that wrong, but anyway, Cyber Emergency, go into Relinquished Anima, and I put it in the wrong spot. I should have put it where the Sunlight Wolf is at. But we go into Mubeta Fafnir this time, and we Midiona's Drytron. You can kind of tell that we've been practicing with this after the Rainnite Gaming duel. Again, I'm not perfect, but I think we're doing a little bit better in this one. So we proceed to blow up his entire back row, because he can't special summon anything, so he basically just passed turn on his turn. We end up going into Gamma, which brings out Alpha, and we bring out Zeta, using our Midionis to bring out Midionis, and attack over his monsters and hit for a game. So let's go ahead and go into game number 2. Game 2, match 2, we preparation. We use Cyber Emergency, and we use Alpha. Ben 10 activates. We go into Herald, And we actually have a lot more negates than what it looks like. It looks like we have 2, but if we use Eva, then we get more fairies to our hand. But he surrenders because he can probably foresee that. He knew we had Eva. We could negate 2 more cards with Herald of Ultimateness. So yeah, that's game number 2 to us. Let's go ahead into match number 3. Match number 3, we are going against Tri-Brigade. This is another random off EDO Pro. See, this week I actually decided that I was going to go against people on competitive. I've been going against people on EDO Pro casual, but I decided since we beat the original when I was going against people on EDO Pro on casual, I was like, you know what, I gotta do EDO Pro competitive. So we are going against Tri-Brigade. He brings out Trident and summons out the Tri-Brigade Link monster, sets a card, and passes turn. We use Nova, and he goes ahead and Ash Blossoms it. Then we use our Cyber Emergency. We go into Alpha, go into Zeta, and we go into Link Karibo and Eva, which we go into Phoenix after that. Tri-Brigade Revolt is activated. And from there, he adds Karas, all that stuff. Gamma gets summoned out. We go into Unicorn. Get rid of his Trident, but he activates it to pop our monster. And we just basically surrender at that point. Let's go into duel number 2. Duel number 2, we go first. We activate Deck Lockdown, set a card face down, and pass turn. From there, he Pot of Desires and sets a card, passes turn. We pass turn as well. He draws. He has an Ash Blossom, 2 Ash Blossoms actually. So he sets 2 more and passes turn. From there, we proceed to activate Cyber Emergency, which gets Ash Blossomed. We set a card face down, pass turn. He sets a card face down, passes turn. We draw into Terraforming. We get Ash Blossom. We were hoping that we would be able to bait out that Ash Blossom. We use Alpha, and it gets Solemn Strike. From here, we end our turn. Now it's our turn again. We set a card face down and pass turn. We actually sided in the Rivalry of Warlords, which I think might be the wrong card to side in against the deck that we're going against. He has the Zodiac Barrage, and for some reason decides to not activate it to start off combos. But Fractal gets activated, and proceeding forward, they just kind of don't activate anything. But we Herald of the Orange Light the Droll and Lockbird, and they negate it with Solemn Strike. Now it's the end phase. We Rivalry of Warlords, and they summon out Fractal and the other one. So another one comes out. We attempt to Bottomless Trap Hole, but it doesn't work out for us. And now we activate Alpha and end our turn. Proceeding forward, they attack over Alpha, and now it's our turn again. We use Alpha. We add our Drytron monster, and they Torrential Tribute us. So this is a very, very back and forth game. They bring out 2 Tri-Brigade monsters. They use Fire Formation 10 key, and they just basically surrender. So I don't know why they surrendered. There was probably some plays that they could have done, but honestly, that's good for us. Let's go ahead and go into game number 3. In game number 3, they go first. They summon out Karaz, and they go into Fractal, or they activate Fractal's effect. They summon out Rapier, using it to go into Chakanine. They go into Ramram, Trident. They pop the Ramram to summon out the Chakanine, and then they go into Tiger Mortar. And Chakanine summons out the Trident. They go into the Ferrijit, and they summon out the Ancient Warriors monster. Summon out Apollosa, set 2 cards face down, and pass turn. So we're looking at a pretty beefy board, but they just sat there and let the timer go out for some reason. I don't know what was going on. We were chatting back and forth the whole time, and the timer just ended up going out. So, alright, we got the win. That's cool. I mean, looking at our hand, we were in a little bit of trouble, to be honest with you. So it's really good for us that they just let the timer run out. But that being said, let's go ahead and go into duel number 3 and see what we can do. Or no, this was duel number 3. Duel number 4. Match number 4. We are going against Gamer Mike from Yugioh Pro. We summon out Zeta. We summon out Delta. We go into Gamma and Zeta, and then we go into Ruler. Now they set to pass turn. Our turn. We activate Zeta. We use Ben 10 to add a monster. We go into Ben 10, and we summon out Gamma, which brings out another one. Go into Phoenix, pop their back row, and we are able to go into Eva. Nightmare Unicorn sends their face down back. We go into Access Code Talker, making it 5,300, and we attack, leaving them at 200 life points. Now it's their turn. And they surrender that one. Let's go into game number 2 of match 4. Game number 2 of match 4, they T-set pass, basically. That's a new form of T-set where you don't get hit by, what's it called? I forget the name of that deck that goes for the zones if there's 2 in the same row. Mech Knights. Anyway, brain fart. So they basically see T-set pass, and we use Mu Beta Fafnir. We go into Midionist Drytron to summon out Dakini. Dakini pops their monster. We go into Ruler and attack into them for some pretty big damage. Now, we bring Ben 10 back to hand, and now it's their turn. They use Mystic Mine, and we MST it. MST coming in clutch. I'm so glad that we added it to the main deck. That is awesome. And we attack them for game. Let's go into duel number 2. Oh wait, I misspoke. That was duel number 2. So let's go into match number 5. So in this match, our opponent is using some kind of Galaxy deck. It's a Photon Advancer, Photon. So it's a Photon deck. Anyway, they summon out, or we go first actually. We summon out our Drytron monsters. We go into adding a card, whatever. We go into Mu Beta Fafnir, and honestly, I just go into very linear combos in this deck. I really enjoy combo decks, to be honest with you. They're very easy to play. So we summon out our big old Drytron guy that's able to pop 2 on the field. He goes into Advancer, and we use Fafnir so that he can't overlay them. And they set 2 pass. Now it's our turn, and they surrender from there. Duel number 2, they have us go first, and they have Hammer Shot in their deck, which is a really interesting tech choice. We use Ben 10, add a monster, go into Fafnir, and we use Gamma, summon out Alpha, go into Vanity's Ruler, and pass turn. They're able to summon out Photon Circle. They Hammer Shot our Vanity's Ruler, which is crazy. I didn't think that I would see that card in, June of 2020, but that's pretty cool. We summon out the Manju, adding a fairy. Or, no, I think we added the Drytron monster. But anyway, we summon it out. We go into Phoenix and choose not to pop their back row, but we get to negate it with the effect of Herald. From there, we attack into them for some pretty big damage. They're at 1550, and it's their turn. And they summon out Photon Thrasher, set a card face down, we pop their monster, and they just surrender or lose connection. But yeah, we won. Pretty freaking cool. So, right now, I believe this is duel number 5 right there. So, we have 4 wins in a row. If we win one more, we win our challenge for the week and get another structure point. Make sure you leave likes on this video and the last one as well. Make sure that we get number 7 or number 8 in this series to 30 likes, please, so that I can get that static point and start doing more static static challenges. I really want to get more static products. I mean, I haven't opened any yet, but I plan on doing it very, very soon. That being said, let's go into duel number 6, and hopefully we can win that one so that we get another structure point. Duel numero 6. We are going against Trap Tricks. Pat from Yugioh Pro is piloting it. We use Nova, go into Zeta, use Zeta to bring the Midionis Drytron to our hand. We go into Alpha, and we Delta. We use Ben 10's effect, and it gets Ash Blossomed. We summon out the Manju, we go into Fafnir, and we Midionis, summoning out the Midionis, and then they summon out their Sarah, go into Parallel Exceed, summon out another Parallel Exceed, and we change that monster's attack, or not, level to 3 so they can't overlay for Trap Tricks Rafflesia. I was just assuming that I knew how Trap Tricks played. I just didn't want them to get into Rafflesia. But from there, we end up going on our turn, going into Phoenix, popping their back row, and going to Unicorn, sending their Sarah back to the deck. Use Gamma to bring back Alpha. Then we Midionis into Quadrantids, attack both of their monsters, and attack in for 6,200. They summon out the Dione, I think that's what its name is, and from there we just win. Let's go into duel number 2. Duel number 2 against Pat's Trap Tricks. He does the Parallel Exceed thing again, and there's nothing we can do because last time we only had to play against it because we went first. They bring out the Rafflesia, which is a big issue for us. Now, they Droll and Lockbird us, which really hurts, and if we didn't have Mu Beta Fafnir, we would not really have a way to play around it. So, their Trap Tricks monster gets summoned and pops our spell. They get to set the Trap Hole, Nightmare Trap Hole, whatever it is. Let me see. That was Grave Digger's Trap Hole, which is a scary card. They set it face down. We activate Midionis Drytron. We go into our Soarvis. We attack over their defense position, Rafflesia, attack over their Sarah, and pass turn back to them. They set a card face down, attack over our Drytron, and we negate the special summon of their Sarah. Now it's our turn. We MST their Grave Digger's Trap Hole because we want to be able to activate our graveyard effects. And they surrender at that point. So that's good for us. We got another structure point. So I think at this point we are at 4? I think we're at 4. I'll look into it later. But anyway, we have a lot of structure points and we have a lot of structure decks that we want to open. So that's really awesome for us. Freaking great. And let's go into match number 7. Match number 7, another Yugioh Pro EU competitive is what I was on this time. And we summon out our Drytron monster, we summon out our Beta, go into, or activate Ben 10's effect, we go into Vanity's Ruler, and pass turn. They end their turn because they didn't have much they could do at all, and they just surrender at that point. So let's go into game number 2 of match 7. Game number 2, they activate Reasoning. I had no idea what they were playing at this point. And that's really good for them because they summon out their Nemesis monster, go into their Infernity monster, I believe. They activate Lair of Darkness, and now it is our turn. We use Preparation of Rites to add a monster to our hand. We go into Cyber Emergency. We activate Alpha, Zeta. Ben 10 gets activated, and their monster negates its effect. So we go into Midionis Drytron, attack over their monster, and pass turn. Currently we just have one negate in our hand. So we're kind of on the back ropes. We have a bunch of tokens for some reason on the side of the field. And they are able to bring out their Umbrella. They go into Cerberus, and we're able to stop the special summon. Or not special summon, we're able to stop the effect. But from there, we activate Fafnir, add Nova, and we go into Delta. We use Midionis Drytron. We go into Phoenix. We go into Unicorn, return their Cerberus, and they surrender from there. So that's awesome. We have, what is it, 6 wins in a row right now? Freaking incredible. That's another $40 that we're able to add into our YGOHSA. So we are on a hot streak right now. We may have lost the first duel, but hell, dude, we are on a hot streak. We have $40 in the YGOHSA, and let's just check out duel number 8 and see how we did this week. Duel number 8, our opponent actually activates their quick play spell in their standby phase and sets to pass turn. I believe their deck kind of likes to go second anyway, but we go into Terraforming, activate Fafnir, and then Nova gets activated, Alpha comes out, then Linkuriboh, we go into Alpha, and they Metaverse. Luckily we had that awesome MST in our hand. Does MST negate? No, but it freaking stops Mystic Mine. Now we have Phoenix on the field, we have Gamma and Alpha, we go into Fafnir, and we are able to get Midionis to hand, summon out Herald, and we attack into our opponent for, I believe that's like 5,900 damage. Then they use their effect, we negate it, and they set a card face down, passing turn. At this point, we just attack into them for damage and hit them for game. So this deck is very oppressive. I'm really liking the way that it's working. I like where we've gotten so far. This is only episode 8, and we have a really good core of the deck, and I'm excited to see where this goes. And I want to, once competitive play opens up again in person, I can't wait to see how this deck does against other people. It's probably gonna, with me piloting it, it's probably not gonna do too well. But let's go ahead and go into duel number 2 of the last match of this, because we only go up to 8. Let's see how we do in duel number 2 of match 8. Again, our opponent activates their spell card in their standby phase, and we negate it with the Herald of the Green Light. They summon out Resonator, summon out Red Rising Dragon, and Red Resonator gets brought out. They up their life points up to 10,100, and they proceed to add Witch of the Black Forest to their hand. We go into Zeta, adding Midionis, and our Midionis Drytron gets hit by the Trap Trick. The Trap Trick's trap card got banished. There's no way for us to get it back, unfortunately. We go into Phoenix, and we go into Alpha, go into Ben 10, Gamma, Zeta. We summon out Fafnir. At that point, we just go into Unicorn, Access Code Talker. Kind of went into there was no reason for us to go into Fafnir, to be honest with you, but we just attack and pass turn. From here, we go into Beta, summon Alpha, summon Gamma, which brings out Fafnir, go into Nightmare, or destroy their back row, and we're able to attack over the Witch of the Black Forest and hit in for game. So that's it, guys. We did freaking great this week. We only lost against Rainnite Gaming in the first duel. We won 7 duels in a row. We already hit that point. Because we hit that last week, the 7 wins, we are able to bring 6 cards to the next series. I'm not going to do that more than one time. That is a one-time thing. We're able to bring 6 cards from this series into the next one, so that it makes us have that little bit of extra power in the next series. Now, if we do 8 in a row in a episode, then that means that we will overrule the 6, so it doesn't add to the 6 that we're able to bring over. That being said, we got $40 into the YGOHSA this week. That's freaking awesome. I believe we had 29 plus 5, so 34, bringing us to a grand total of $74 in the YGOHSA. I'm so glad that we have that much as a cushion just to see whatever products that we want to open up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and yeah, our goal is just gonna go up by another one for the structure point. We gotta do 6 wins in a row in order to get the next structure point. Now I know that sounds like, since we won 7 in a row in the last like 2 episodes, I know that sounds like it would be easy, but it's not. We just got really fortunate in these duels. Sometimes our opponent bricked, sometimes we had the perfect hand to go against them. But yeah, 6 duels in a row will be our next structure point. We currently have 4 structure points because we won the one today, and I'm looking forward to winning more. I'm looking forward to opening up some structure decks. It's going to be pretty cool. Realm of Light, probably the, to be honest with you, probably the Spirit Charmers. I don't mean to spoil anything, but dude, that has some really awesome staples in it. But that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for listening to me ramble on.